In 1867, deep in Russia, a young girl was sent into the woods alone to ask a witch for fire. Not a fairy godmother, a witch, one with iron teeth. And what happened next is one of the strangest and darkest versions of the Cinderella story. This is the story of Vasilisa the Beautiful. And instead of a celebratory wedding, the story ends in flames. Our story starts in a snow-covered village in Russia. Our protagonist, Vasilisa, lived a quiet, happy life. This was until her mother got sick. Just before she died, her mother gave Vasilisa a strange parting gift. It wasn't jewelry. It wasn't a letter. It was a small carved wooden doll. Then she told her, if you're ever in danger, feed this doll a little food, and she will help you. At the time, this seemed like a sweet gesture from a dying mother. Vasilisa could, however, never have guessed that that doll would become her literal lifesaver. After her mother died, Vasilisa's father remarried, of course. His new wife brought her 2 daughters with her, and instantly things changed. They hated Vasilisa. They mocked her, starved her, and worked her until her hands bled. But Vasilisa stayed quiet, because at night, when no one was watching, she would sneak bits of her already scarce food to her wooden doll, then whisper her problems to it. And what's weird is that the doll seemed to help her, like actually help her. The impossible chores got done. Messes cleaned themselves. Her stepsisters would wake up confused, wondering why their cruelty hadn't broken her yet. But then, her stepmother came up with a new plan. One that would almost certainly rid them of her. One night, her stepmother walked into the kitchen and blew out the only fire in the house. She then turned to Vasilisa and said, "Go into the woods, ask Baba Yaga for fire." Now, Vasilisa couldn't protest, but inside, she was terrified. Baba Yaga wasn't some random neighbor. She was an urban legend. A witch with teeth made of iron, who lived in the deepest part of the woods, in a hut that stood on giant chicken legs, surrounded by skulls with glowing eyes. No one who visited her ever came back. This was who the stepmother had so casually sent her on an errand to. It's almost like she didn't actually want her to come back. Right. But Vasilisa had no choice. She grabbed her doll and stepped into the dark. For hours, Vasilisa walked deeper into the woods. It was silent. Scary silent. Then through the trees, she saw it. A crooked house, standing on 2 massive tall chicken legs. As if this wasn't an upsetting enough sight, the house turned to face her. Its door creaked open, and standing in the doorway was Baba Yaga. Tall, deformed, glowing eyes, iron teeth. She grinned menacingly at Vasilisa. "What do you want here, little girl?" And Vasilisa, somehow holding herself together, responded, "My stepmother sent me to get fire." But Baba Yaga stared at her. "Fine, but fire has a price. Do what I say for 3 nights, or I will eat you." On each of those 3 nights, Baba Yaga gave her an impossible task. Task 1, separate millions of tiny grains before dawn. Task 2, scrub the hut until the floor shined like ice. Task 3, cook a banquet using moldy scraps. Each time, Vasilisa waited until the witch was asleep. Then she fed her doll and whispered her pending task to her. By morning, everything was done perfectly. But Baba Yaga wasn't stupid. "How did you do this?" she snapped. And Vasilisa, staring at the floor, responded, "By my mother's blessing." At that, something snapped inside Baba Yaga. She couldn't stand even the slightest sense of purity, couldn't stomach love. So the sign of a mother's pure love for her child turned her so off that she cast Vasilisa out, thankfully without eating her. But before she sent her off, she gave her a parting gift. She handed Vasilisa a skull, its eye sockets burning with orange flames. "Here's your fire. Take it and go." When she got home, her stepmother and stepsisters rushed out, demanding where she had been. Vasilisa didn't say a word. She simply placed the burning skull on the table and stepped back. That's when it happened. The magical flames inside the skull leapt out. Fast, violent, alive. They reached for the women and wrapped around them. And in seconds, they were gone, completely incinerated. The house burned from the inside out. Vasilisa walked away, never looking back.